Welcome Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising to your weekly tarot card horoscope for January 29th through February 4th. I am Krista Marie, your psychic medium, and I'm going to go guide you throughout this week. So let's go ahead and start with your astrological report that is going to kick off. Now, there are three main points of the moon that is going to be shifting the influence. There's going to be a trine, a harmonious flow to Mercury, the planet of communication, a harmonious flow to Mars, which is the planet of direction. And then we're going to see some energy from Venus. Of course, we're going to talk more about it, but Uranus just changed signs and it's making its way through your seventh house, this energy. So we're going to talk a lot about it. You do have a lot of activity in the areas of legality, relationships, and joint contracts that are happening. Okay. Now, the Monday is going to start off with the moon in Virgo, and that energy is going to take off. It's going to let you do some overthinking, and that overthinking is going to carry you in to Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, Cancer? But one thing I want you to keep in mind is that Mars, the planet of drive and direction, is these feelings, okay? I want you to do something with these feelings because this is energy that is extremely strong of desire, excitement, and also like you want to avoid conflict at this time, okay? You want to stay flexible in choices. Now, remember last week there was a conjunction to Mars and Mercury. Well, that energy is going to carry here forward into your relationship. So networking is going to be easier. Energy for communication with friends and relatives is going to be a lot smoother come Wednesday into Thursday, all right? Now, this energy is going to take off into the week, and the moon is going to shift into Scorpio, illuminating some truth in your fifth house. Now, in that fifth house of joy is going to be romance, all right? So you let me know how things are going to turn out, and make sure you stay to the very end of your extended love reading for your soulmate and twin flame reading, because your Venus is in the seventh house of Capricorn. There's a lot of things that are going to follow through with heart's desire. And there's also some things that are happening, in your life that you're thinking about. You're definitely thinking about someone here, Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, and you're thinking about indulging yourself into this energy. And of course, you're thinking about all this other stuff like your earth sector, your work and finance, and communication. So let's just dive into it. Thank you so much. So that concludes a little brief there of your astrological reading. So after that Scorpio-like energy, the moon is going to take into Sagittarius, and that's where, goal planning is going to take into place. So let's look at your overall theme. The overall theme of the energy that is going to be showcasing in every sector: earth, air, passions, and of course home and intuition. So let's look at the overall theme. Let's look at that. There we go. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands upright, and this is coming up in a sense to where you're doing a lot of, activities in a sense to where you're bringing things back to you, okay? So you catch up, Cancer, okay? So you had a rough few weeks. I'm not saying it was a bad few weeks, but you had a rough few weeks. Maybe some difficult choices, okay? So the past is coming back to resurrect itself, all right? Now, Nine of Wands indicates in the sense that, you are going to be able to see through things. You are going to be able to make amends of things. As you can see, he's a little beat up. He's a little beat up with travel. He's a little tired. That masculine and feminine energy is worn through. And, throughout the week, you are going to see this energy kind of pick up, all right? Hopefully you'll get some grace there. So let's go ahead and go a little bit further. When it comes to your work and finance, when it comes to the people that you deal with every day in the public, let's go ahead and look a little bit like that. We have the Two of Pentacles. And then when it comes to your finance, we have the King of Wands. So this is really good energy. So we have a choice, okay? We have a choice coming from our colleagues. We have a choice coming from the people we work with. And Cancer, Sun, and Rising, if you are in school, you're dealing with, collaboration in these projects and a heavy weight. Now, this is a really good energy that is going to set forward and it'd be a huge benefit for you. Now, you're probably going to see this benefit come on the Earth sign energy. Definitely transferring through like the big longevity, like your life is because you're making some changes and making some strides and you're putting your energy where you want it, it's going to come through. Now, when it comes to your entrepreneurship, when it comes to things on the sides, your passions that give you money and the things that you want to see through, the King of Wands upright indicates that this is just starting, okay? It's just starting with good ideas, all right? But here's another thing. It's almost like you've tried it before, but that's okay. You have some allocation in your time and your energy to be able to focus on your career. Okay, let's go into your areas of communication and communication of others. And then, of course, like any hidden messages that you need to know. Let's go ahead, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising. Let's go and get that there for you. Let's focus in on that energy. Things shifting in. I can really feel like things are going to come through when the Scorpio moon changes, okay? So the Two of Wands, yeah. So we have love coming in, somebody coming in from outside sources back to this energy, okay? So we do have, look at that, double two. Ooh, okay. So this definitely is and like I mentioned in your astrology, you have a lot of activity in your joint resources when it regards to relationship, that Venus, that love, legalities, contracts, okay? So communications, you have somebody coming that is thinking about you. You do have somebody that is like showcasing that energy. Now the hidden messages a little bit further, there's the Hierophant reverse, and it indicates that your person as well is doing a backtrack, okay? Just kind of like you. It's almost like you both were kind of, misaligned. I feel like a soul connection is extremely strong. Definitely stay for your twin flame, but it feels like this is kind of like this energy that is starting to reconnect and bring it back forward, and your person is bringing it here, okay? All right, so when it comes to home and family, when it comes to that water sector, let's get that back there. I saw it flip. We have the Eight of Wands upright. So we have good news. And this also means communication. So we have something that we've been waiting for, that it comes from like the security of home. Okay, Cancer, and that's you. Something that's going there, like almost an invitation, all right? And that's really good. Let's look at, your intuition. What are the intentions behind this? Wonderful, wonderful. So we do have some kind of reunion here. It's not a release. There's something that's coming back, a second chance, okay? And it represents of you. There is that energy of like, the moon and just kind of like coming back. We have the new moon coming up here. So I feel like this week is extremely important to saying how you feel, executing how you feel, and also paying attention into the energy of work, right? And try not to like, let it take you too much, right? Because it's a lot of energy, and it's good energy when we have the moon making positive harmony flows to action, communication, and things that are longevity. Of course it's going to be tiresome. It's going to be tiresome for you a little bit, and you're going to feel like the energy is up and down, but it looks like a big payoff into the weekend. Let's look at love. Let's look at fire and your personal passions and things that are kind of just that drive you at this time. Let's take it love, and then stay for your extended love reading. I'll go a little bit further into that. And if you like this kind of stuff, let me know. I do appreciate the comments, the shares, the engagement. Helps me out in this channel. Okay, so when it comes to, here we go, when it comes to love, and when it comes to your personal passions, well, we do have the Four of Wands reversed. So there is a lot of the both of you, and then we have we have Cancer with you. So we have like the separation, the togetherness, and we have something kind of blocked, okay? And what is being blocked, all right? Well, you have your own personal passions. It's almost like yourself, Cancer, you're pulling your communication away, you're pulling yourself back when it comes to this, and your personal passions are very important, which is good. Communicate that to your person. Now, single Cancer Sun and single Cancer Rising, there is somebody very interested in you, but it's for some reason you guys are just kind of like the communication, it goes, it gets, and then it just stops. So let's find out a little bit further in your reading. Now, when it comes to your personal passions, you are focused on yourself. You're not accepting, you're really narrowed in, really much so, which is good, but you're shutting everything else out, okay? All right. Well, thank you. Let's go ahead and go into the love portion. So, twin flame, let's explain what a twin flame is. A twin flame is one soul split in two separate bodies, having a soul experience. Now, they do experience a set of separation, and you can meet your twin flame anywhere right before your Jupiter returns, so your Saturn returns. So the age is around 27 and a half, 28, to about 32 years old, okay? Not everybody has a twin flame, but the people that do have a friendship, lovely life experience, and a companionship and a bond that is very unique. Now, a soul connection is going to be two separate souls that are destined to meet, by all means, very extremely important. A lot of people still, with or without twin flames, will have 4 to 6 soul connections, soulmates in their lifetime, okay? That hopefully, that maybe they may not meet. So nonetheless, let's get these messages that are coming through for you. Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, your soul connection. Let's get this here. What is your message? Okay, soulmates, that's what we're talking about. So your person is your soulmate. This is the energy that is connecting, and it's 33. The thing about it is that they were once apart, and they're coming back together. Okay, so let's look at the energy a little bit forward and see what is coming here from him. Okay, so yeah, it's 7. You have so much activity happening in your 7th house. So you do have your soul connection, your soulmate coming back, showing value, understanding the value in you, coming forward and really embracing your energy. Now let's go into the twin flame. Let's take a look at that. Let's narrow that in. Okay, there it is. So let's take a look. So there is that separation, and we kind of knew about that. It kind of mirrors a little bit. So there is, you both are currently, separated. Let's find out what is the message. Okay, so it's a third party. This third party that came in between the both of you, and there is something that is like stepping out. So if you have suspicion, or if you're thinking of, there is something out there. And I can kind of feel that even with your soul connection, because your soul connection is realizing, is coming back in a sense to where now they feel grateful. So if you need a candle spell, or if you need a session, I do same day readings and within 24 hours. All right, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, thank you so much. I will see you guys next week.